Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. So guys, this is going to be a nightly reading for whoever finds it, but my platform is being created for the chosen ones, the light workers, the 144,000 beautiful souls here helping with the upliftment to humanity, right? So guys, I've been getting just so much empowerment today. I did an early morning reading when I couldn't sleep, and then I did another one this afternoon, which is really about stepping into your power, shining out, shining up. This is definitely time. It's as chosen ones are coming together and we're getting into our positions of power. We are being strategically mobilized, is what I just got. We are, and a lot of us, it's simply just launching something that's going to step you into your power, some sort of passion project, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to physically move where a lot of us are. So if you know that you are supposed to be going somewhere, you're going to be getting moved to that place, or the opportunity is going to rise. Like, you're going to know that there's a shift and there's a change, and you're getting into an alignment with your divine purpose. So this is so beautiful. For some of you, people could be coming in, getting you to move, offering you proposals and opportunities, advancements. There could literally be some forced moves. I do need to say that as just with everything that's going on, because I am out of Florida right now, and we have Hurricane Ian coming. Preparations like evacuations are already being put into place. So like the evacuations have already started, and this storm is just like approaching very fast, right? So I'm not going to be able to be doing a lot of readings. Like, they're already talking about shutting the power down to the city and other things, because they know that the storms are going to be so strong. I mean, I'm not sure, like, this is just what I'm hearing from people. I haven't really looked into it myself yet of, the power and everything, but they're really getting us all to get ready, right? So like I said, unfortunately, natural disasters and things like that can definitely realign you and move you. And, everything is all part of a plan. It really is. You do, I really do feel that, we're chosen ones, right? We have got divine protection. We've got so many, angels and everything working for us. So I do feel that you're going to be protected at this time. But I wanted to bring that out too for everybody to be, if you're catching this around the time I'm launching it, in the next 24 to 48 hours, just definitely send your prayers out to Florida or anybody that's going to be impacted by this storm, because especially like with where it's headed, and it's actually headed like directly for where I'm at, and I'm on the coastline, and the storm surge, we haven't been hit here in a very long time from what I hear, ever since I've been down here. So like, we're not ready for it, It's just like, it only takes like 3 to 4 feet of water to flood a car, So I already know that if I stay being in an evacuation zone, it's enough to float these cars and everything. And a lot of these people are, in these positions, are retired, things like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a older community and stuff like that, a lot around where I'm at. It's just, there's a lot of people that just they choose to stay home because there's nowhere they want to go, and they just think that we can storm it out, we can make, because every other time it's like it changes its path and its course, and we've been fine. But there's only like so many times that you get kind of derailed from things not happening. It's just like, there's only so many warnings you get before there's something. And with our last one that came close and switched at the last minute, I was like, really, I was like, that one was close. The next one, I was like, I definitely have to go, because there's been a couple close calls for us over here. And it's kind of those, like, when you don't really have things happen a lot, it's like you get kind of built up when things continuously happen. You get stronger, you get more prepared. So what I'm getting is, there's just a lot of people that are just not prepared for this, right? Like, I'm one of them too. Like, after these, like, I have to go get prepared, like, I try to stay off the news, because there's a lot of hype, that comes up with with it and stuff, where people start getting the supplies and all of that stuff. But you know, it's just mainly to buy up the supplies and stuff before it's all gone. It doesn't mean where you actually have to leave your homes and evacuate and things like that, because the storm surge is what is so scary, you know. It, like I said, it can flood the cars, and then you're stuck and you can't get out and you can't get to resources and all that stuff. So, anyways, I'm definitely starting to feel that the energy surrounding me of the anxiety, of the anticipation, right? Okay, so, all right, let me go away from that. So just have your prayers, you know, for anybody impacted by Hurricane Ian, okay? All right, so, chosen ones, very much I've just been getting, you guys are getting lifted up and moved out of, getting put into positions of power. They keep showing me this devil, man. I was shuffling and shuffling and shuffling, the devil just kept coming out. But look at this, 6 of Pentacles. Fairness is coming in. This is the time of balance. This is the time of duality, right? Okay, so this devil energy, right, is very, very strong. So it's like the devil can trick the mind so much that you don't often see the trickery and what's going on. What I'm getting is that some of you, like, you're going to be getting things revealed to you, things exposed to you, things that you didn't even realize were going on. And it was all by devil energy. Some of it is spell work, confusion spells, things like that. Devil can manipulate the mind, can control money, materialistic things. So, yeah, there's a lot of endings to things. Look, 5 of Cups. But it's happening for fairness to come in. 10 of Swords. It's like judgment's called here by higher ups, by divine. Yeah, look at this, the Wheel. Some of you, it's like you wouldn't have walked away if you didn't have something exposed to you. If you can get something revealed to you, because this devil was so manipulative. But look at this. True love. Oh my God. Ace of Cups. Guys, I cannot keep the love out of this deck. This is so beautiful because with the shift of consciousness that's going on, right? Ever since, you know, the equinox, the Great Awakening, the shift has started. The love cards. That key. I mean, I know I'm connected to this 5D energy, so if you shifted, this is definitely going to be your reading, but it's still going to be collective. But as far as this part, like, if this isn't happening right now, it's coming for you once you shift and you align and you make these movements, because for some of you, you're going to have to heal from this this energy and be realigned to know that you deserve better. And some of you, it's like you're getting that exposed and that things revealed to you for you to finally let go. But it's not going to put you in a place of needing to be healed, because being in this 5D Christ consciousness, you have control fully over your emotions, your feelings, your soul. And you're in this energy of just when things don't work out and get brought to your attention, you just know that it's not in alignment with you. And you're able just to release it and let it go like that. So what I'm getting for those of you that have already shifted, like, even when this gets revealed to you, it's going to be like, okay, all right, got it. That's why it's being brought to my attention at this time. So I graciously walk away because something is now aligning with me, and that's destined to be, right? So there's that going on. So you're either on, or changes are going to be happening, and you're going to need to take some time to go within, release, and heal. And I'm not saying you're not going to have to, like, anybody's going to have to release, you know, you're going to feel it, but it's not going to be where it's going to put you where you need to go in hermit energy, you need to go in isolation, you need to get to where you spend time healing yourself, finding, you know, the inner strength, you know, like that was all in the past. So I don't feel it's going to be as strong for those of you that are not, but this could very much alone trigger you to shift into that consciousness, right? And if you don't feel as though you're in that 5D consciousness, and you should check out my readings that I've done below, right? I really feel like I need to get some water, guys. Just a second. Get my water. Okay, so like if you feel as though another soul can impact your emotions and your feelings and like bring you down, pull you down, and take you away from your ultimate happiness, harmony, and bliss, and things like that, then you're in the 4D energy where you're kind of going in and out. You're learning to start to control your energy, okay? And it's really just not giving your power away, you know? Sorry, I'm going to move that actually because I only have one coaster here. Hold on, guys. All right. So, either way, like, this love is coming in, okay? True love. Love, high vibrational love, soulmates, twin flames, unions, all of that's very much coming together. So it doesn't surprise me. Like, I've been pulling out a couple different decks and oracle messages and trying to put together what I wanted to do tonight. And that's coming out very strongly. Okay. Yeah, and look, judgment. Yeah, look, judgment of this devil. These devils are getting exposed and revealed. Look, and something is coming back from the past. Wishes are coming in. So, past people could be coming back. That may have been wish fulfillments, right? A lot of these past life lovers, okay? So if you weren't together and if it wasn't like childhood, it could be a past life, and it could be both. For some of you, you are past life lovers as well. And you met when you were younger, but you're out of alignment. You had to go down these journeys of finding self-empowerment and loving yourself, and then you get to come together, right? So if you're with these people, you're not supposed to be. They're going to be getting revealed to you for you to let them go. All right, so we're going to get a few more tarot. And I want to tell you guys, my son told me today that Jupiter is extremely close to Earth, right? So the 24th and the 25th, I believe, or today's the 25th and the 26th. And it hasn't been this close to Earth in like 60 years. So I'm super excited. I'm going to go out tonight and see it. And I was starting to look up the influences of Jupiter being so close, because it has to have some sort of pull. And does that have to do with love? I'm not sure yet. I'm still researching it, but I'm going to be putting together a video later tonight that you guys might want to take a look at. So subscribe to my channel, right? If you have not, and you'll get the notifications when I drop that video. But yeah, so with Jupiter being so close, it could play a major role. These planets all play a role. If you know me, astrology, the cosmos, what's going on there plays a big role in our lives, right? So I'm going to be pulling my astrology cards and taking a look into Jupiter's influence along with the sleeper new moon that is bringing in balance, and see what I find out. All right, so definitely check that one out, okay? 3 of Swords, 4 of Cups is what I split the deck on. So somebody is in some sort of heartache or longing for sadness over a missed opportunity, okay? So I'm going to tell you right now, whoever that is, if that's your energy, or if you're watching this, like, you need to let that go, because you need to trust that the reason why you're in this energy is because something didn't work out for a reason. All right? If the timing wasn't right, the situation was only meant to teach you a certain amount of lessons, right? Everything happens as it should. And sometimes, like, see, when karmics get together, like when you get into a karmic relationship, you're normally both karmics for each other. You both have a lesson to teach each other. And often when one person learns their lesson, the contract is like done. It's not fully done, but what I mean is it's like once one person learns their lesson, it's like the contract can be like voided, because the majority of the time when that person walks away, it triggers the other one to complete it, and or to learn the rest of their to learn their side of the lesson, right? So I guess the void of contract is right. It's not like both parties have to learn it. It's just it was predestined. And maybe what it is maybe like the contract gets rewritten if after a certain amount of time. I don't know how the laws work. If they don't learn it, they have to learn it again somewhere else. I don't know how it works, but it's like if you've learned the lesson, it's like you basically get to sign your name to it. Boom, it's done. You get to walk away from it. It's kind of like you served your time. You get to walk away. Now you're free of that, right? So a lot of times it takes the one person fully leaving to teach the other, right? Because then it puts somebody in that place of, okay, why did that happen to me? Why am I in this energy? So what I'm getting here is the person that's feeling this energy, you're on the other side of that contract. You need to look at why that happened to you. So instead of saying like, why did this happen to me? Like, why did this happen, right? So Like, it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. It happened to teach you something. So when you were put in alignment with who you are destined to be with, you won't make that mistake, or you've learned that lesson. You're not going to ruin it. Because if it's a situation like where you thought someone was the love of your life, but if you got together at this point when there was wounds or whatever, and you left each other in this energy, or somebody got left in this energy, you weren't ready for each other, it wouldn't have worked out, then you would have missed out on the love of your life, or, you know, your ultimate bliss, your everything. So it's kind of like it's God's protection in a way for things to happen. We have a lot of interventions that happen within spirit, divine, or angels. They come in as divine protection. And when they see that we're, like, if two people are meant to be together, but they're not treating each other as such, tower moments will happen. Sometimes they just have to go in separations and time apart. And they can, you know, it takes that getting away from each other sometimes to realize how much you miss that person, long for that person, want to change, whatever. But sometimes these things are so challenging, especially when they're deep-rooted wounds, right? And especially when there's curses and spell work and all of that us chosen ones are closing out, right? So I'm getting very much that you need to forgive yourself first, because this person that's in this heartache, they're in it because there's some sort of guilt, and now you might be heartbroken of the person and putting that blame towards them, but deep down you blame yourself a little bit, right? And you're kind of putting it off as anger towards them, so you don't feel more hurt than you are, but you are subconsciously or whatever you're holding on to is that, though, like, you feel guilty. So you need to forgive yourself first, and then you need to forgive the other party, right? And I'm getting this for like a karmic relationship ending. Now this could be anything. This could be a loss of somebody, tragic, like grieving and things like that. Somebody could just be in this energy after losing somebody, right? Might not be in a relationship at all, but they're walking around carrying this heartache, this grief, this sadness, right? So they're of low vibration, right? So whatever this is, you got to let it go, because this is actually low vibrational energy. God doesn't want you to stay there too long. The fact that you acknowledged it and you I'm sorry about sugar, it's gaming. As long as you acknowledged it and you feel it, that's enough. Now you need to release it, and you need to start going back to pouring that self-love into yourself. And right when you do, there's new love coming, right? And you might as though feel you're not ready for it, then maybe this love is a passion project, and it's something that's going to make you extremely happy, that is something that you're going to love to do, or something like that. It could be coming together with some new friends. There's so much stuff that could be coming in. But blessings and abundance. So look, King of Cups energy in the star. See, I'm getting very much this is like a masculine energy, right? But it could be anybody, right? But a lot of masculines are in fact healing. A lot of them were in fact with karmic relationships, or had a karmic family member or something like that was holding them back. They weren't realize they were giving their power away to. And so they're healing from that. And what I'm getting for some is like they're feeling guilty about walking away and letting go. But ultimately that self-love, these missions are about finding that empowerment and self-love, and live life for you, and not let other people control you. Because if other people truly love you, they want you to be happy and live your life. So if people are pulling on you, trying to make you feel guilty and sad and holding you back from your passions and the life that you desire, then they're really imposing that devil energy, and you're kind of, you're stopping them from healing as well too, because you're encouraging them to feel that energy, right? So in turn, if you do want to heal them and stuff, let that go. So very much there's endings and letting go, and it could be, relationships, friends, family, coworkers. You could be changing jobs. Like if you're in a job that's not in alignment with your position, with serving your gift of some sort, then closing out. You're going to get the courage and strength to close these cycles, to let go. They were meant to teach lessons. For some of you, you were just simply healing some things, right? And it's time for movement now. Wow. Hierophant, yes. That's like divine protection. For some of you, it could be marriages. That Hierophant represents higher level of commitments. You could have been in the situation for a long time. Doesn't necessarily have to have marriage. But that could be where some of the fear is coming too, because you're not wanting to move away, right? Strong Cancerian energy talks about movement. You're not wanting to move away because it's familiar, but what you don't understand is that you in fact are getting into this 5D energy. So you are rising up. And as you rise up, I know this card's a little scratched. This is where you were. You were kind of in the darkness down here in your world. And you may have been okay in that energy. But now that you've came up and you've gotten this beautiful enlightenment, you're starting to, you activated this heart chakra. You took down these blockages and you started to feel this elevated, you feel more like you're ready to, to have love or take action, or you have these passions and these dreams now because you've elevated yourself, right? You've risen. So now you're up here. But now you have to decide to make movement, because in fact, if you don't, if you stay where you're at, you're going to go right back down into this energy. You've outgrown this. This is like you've went through a transformation. It's like the butterfly, right? Caterpillar goes in the cocoon and the butterfly. So it's like, yeah, now you got these big, beautiful wings and you need to go fly, right? You don't fit into the world where you were. You can't go back. You can't. It's like if that butterfly doesn't fly, it's gonna, I don't want to say it's gonna die because I'm using it as a metaphor or whatever, but you're gonna feel as though your soul is dying. And that's what happened to me, guys. I got so sad and depressed when I felt as though I couldn't pursue my dreams and my passions because I felt tied down by the people in my environment, that I didn't feel as though I was a free spirit, and it was killing my soul and my passion and just everything. And the world did kind of just look black and gray to me. I wasn't seeing the vibrant colors, and that can be what happens sometimes, right? When you're not going after your passions, right? So very much, you got to trust what you're feeling. It's time for you to make major movements, change. Some of you are going to be traveling, moving. The chariot represents movement, travel, change, but definitely I see that ascension. Now I know why they kept having me pull on this deck, right? For the equinox, I got this amazing deck, the La Luna Sol Tarot, which is like sun and moon, which represents yin and yang, that duality. It actually has a duality card in it. And I've just shuffled it a couple times playing with it. Every time I keep getting like the Lovers, keep showing to me, and Six of Wands, and the King and Queen of Cups, and Chariot again, and telling me these lovers are coming together like magnets because it's their hearts doing it. Ten of Cups. It's like really like divines that have stepped into this 5D are been shedding these things and letting go, like they're coming into alignment whether they realize it or not. It's so beautiful. All right. Okay, what am I at? 23 minutes. All right, so we're going to get a few more cards and then I'm going to pull out of this reading. And because I just started channeling, like I don't even remember where I started with it. And then I'm going to work on this Jupiter with Libra moon energy because I want to see what's going on with that, right? And then I'm still going to try to work on some tarot spreads later when I get back, but I have to go get some supplies and start doing laundry and charging up everything and figuring everything out. So, all right, so 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Yeah, walking away from battling and conflict. You're not wanting to fight. Don't give this power energy. Sometimes when you're trying to make a major movement and change, and tower moments are happening, people will try to keep you there. They're going to try to bring your energy down. So don't give it power. Just walk away. Walk away from it. Try to isolate yourself. Stay in your own energy. Yeah, think about that 6 of Cups. Start thinking about what you're grateful and thankful for. Start thinking about what it is you desire from the past. Right? Music elevates you. Play different music, do different things, but just don't give it energy. Just walk away. Self-love. You only give it powers if you argue or, So, and it's even like, I did the same thing with my kids recently. Like, I'm not even playing, like, I talked about this one of my readings earlier today, I might be drawn to, about how I needed to get empowerment back for my kids. Because I kind of being a people pleaser and trying to keep them on high vibration, that my kids kind of got to where they were taking advantage of me, So, anyways, I want to tell you guys that one of the things I started to do is I said, I'm going to get my respect back, and I'm not going to drain all my energy by constantly having to tell you guys, mommy's talking, stop talking, quiet, wait, tattling, arguing, fixing, just all this stuff. Because before I know it, then I come in here and try to work. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, you guys, you're old enough now. I've got one toddler now, not four. I got 2 teens now, I'm like, you guys, it's, running to mommy for everything. I'm not going to problem solve, things like that. You guys need to learn how to do those things, right? And, so I was telling him, like, but every time you guys disrespect each other or me, there's going to be, repercussions and stuff. I said, so from now on, like, if I'm talking and you just start talking over me and you disrespect me, I'm just going to walk away. And you're not going to get to talk to me about whatever it may be, even if it's a school, if it's something to do with school, if it's something that you're wanting to do with a friend or whatever. And you don't know when I'm going to come back and say, all right, let's try this again. It may be an hour later, and you may have to wait till the next day, whatever it may be. So you need to think about, is it worth cutting me off, disrespecting me? Or, just like if you're going to fight with your brother or sister, like, is it worth losing your electronics and stuff? Because I keep my router hooked up on a switch. And I got no problem if they're fighting or arguing, just hitting that button, the electronic go down in the house. Because I figure it's too much ions in the air if they're arguing and fighting, right? So power it down. Then it kind of punishes everybody, but then it gets you to think, and if they start getting along and be good, they can earn it back. Sometimes I'm like, nope, it was too much, things like that. So just different things. Because I'm feeling very much that, like, I've got like a mom that needs some help. That's I'm helping, right? That's been guided to this. So if that wasn't for you, leave it out. But you're taking that control back. And I've only been doing this with where I walk away and stuff for the last couple of days, and already I've just saved so much energy. Because like before, sometimes constantly, and I know my kids get wound up and stuff, and then and it's caught a lot of it down. And then I realized that they're starting to stop and wait again, for me to finish talking, or to wait for their sibling to stop talking. Because it's the same thing if they start fighting for my attention and cutting each other off. Remember I said they had to respect each other and me. So, they're starting to realize, like, okay, we need to get, and then it's like, let's not bombard mom right when she comes out of her room, because I do my spiritual work in here, because I know sometimes it's too hard. So it's cute. It was kind of like I've been seeing them work together, not even realizing that they are. So it was just like one little change that I did, and I already felt like, gosh, now I'm not as frustrated, and the kids are starting to respect, and that's the little thing. So for some of you, it's like you just got to change certain ways that you've been doing, and just be more mindful about the power and the energy you're giving away. A lot of the people are just reacting to you, I feel, in your situation to get your energy. That makes sense, because a lot of people will stir up fights and all that to get your energy. There's actually antagonists. Yeah, that was a channel message that I got about an antagonist. I never even had heard about that before. And then when I was reading about it and everything, I was like, oh my gosh, that makes sense. That's why I feel so exhausted. And it's like this person just like always, every time I say something, it contradicts it, and I'm always like just so drained and stuff. And me being a light worker, I'm like, but no. They'll even say things sometimes that I didn't even mean it that way. So I'm like, no, I don't mean it that way. I gotta fix it. I gotta say it right. But it's like they did that intentionally because they wanted to debate and argue with me. See, and then that's where I realized it's that people pleasing thing. Why do I care so much if they flipped it in their head completely wrong? Why? That's not what I said, if they interpreted it wrong. So, learn to just walk away from these things. Some people are simply trying to steal your energy, trying to steal your light, trying to manipulate you, right? So, be in control of your power, set boundaries. Don't do anything you don't want to do. So, all right, guys, that was reading that I had for you. Hope it helped you. Definitely like the video, claim the energy. Check out more of my readings later. All right, guys, love you. Bye.